This is your wake up call. This is Mekus with the Continence Club. My email's in the description. Anything along the lines of helping you get better control of your mind, I'm here for it. Let me know what it is. I will make a video topic on it and get you situated. At the end of the day, we're not going to be here forever. And I depicted this through this, this grave sign here, RIP. So my question to you is, what legacy do you want to leave behind? What type of life do you want to live for yourself, right? Are you feeling purposeless? Are you? Do you really feel like you have a meaning, right? Take the time to find solitude with yourself. It's okay to be alone as long as you need to be. It's okay. It's not a bad thing to be alone for a little bit so that you can really find out what you want. I'm going to be honest with you. For my personal life, I was feeling purposeless for a long time. And it wasn't until I took a step away from the screens, from the friend groups, this might not be what you want to hear, but please bear with me, please. Once I took a step back from all of the instant gratification and things like that, I was able to really find who I really wanted to become, right? And I understood that, there's nothing more awesome than tapping into my potential and helping others do the same thing. And so these are the type of answers you're going to find whenever you're alone. Because whenever you're alone, you think about it. This is why you don't want to be alone. This is why a lot of people don't want to be alone, because whenever you're alone, you have to reflect. Like, you start to think about things, right? Things start to come up into your mind. This is the reason why people have addictions and feel like they need a vice to really, feel that void, but it's never going to feel that void, because a lot of times those things are what's taking you away from really thinking, because people are scared to think, right? But I don't even blame you, and I don't blame society, because that's just not how we were brought up about. We weren't brought up that way to really, find answers through solitude. And I'm not saying be a monk or anything. I'm just saying, it's great to take some time to really find out who you are, what you want in this life, because it's 100% worth it, knowing what you want in your life and trying to live that out, so that whenever it's time for you to go and the Lord calls you, you were able to live a life of fulfillment. And the last thing I'm going to say is that I know this because, one family member of mine who was a doctor sees patients who are passing away all the time. And the common consensus out of all of them is that they regret not living life to the fullest, living under somebody else's watch. And I know you don't want that to be you. So that's why I have to emphasize, develop new hobbies, right? Like, go out, find what's meaningful to you. Go meet people. Go join your local, whatever it is. Like, really go out and try to, figure out what you like to do. Because if you don't know right now, this is what it takes for you to figure out while you're in solitude, to find new activities to do, right? Get away from the constant stimulation. Get away from the things that are taking you away from reflecting internally, because at the end of the day, right, all of this screen time is taking you away from yourself. Get away from the constant stimulation and screen time to go within yourself. And I say this because when you do this, you're going to put yourself in a position to receive, because you're focused on your internal state. Whenever you're focused, that's the reason why you don't feel like you have a purpose, because you're focused on everything outside of yourself. You're focused on the TV. You're focused on what that person is doing, what he's doing, what she's doing, right? Instead of you taking charge of your life. This is the reason why you feel confused, because you haven't taken the time to reflect. So be open to what feels right and something that gives back to society. Because I'm going to tell you this right now, if you really want to, because successful people understand this. They understand that in order to receive, they have to give, right? And so whatever it is that you want to do in this life, it's definitely going to be of service to other people, because other people are looking to be inspired by you and your story. That's what makes you special. And that's why I put this time here, because it's your wake up call. Like, time is really ticking. All you need to do is know what you want and take action. And if you don't know what you want, I told you how to know. I told you how to figure it out, right? Because time is your most valuable asset, right? And thinking is your greatest tool. Let me say that again. Time is your most valuable asset, and thinking is your greatest tool. So please use it at your disposal, right? It's here for you for free. And life goes by quickly. Whenever I was growing up, people were always used to say, hey man, like, time speeds up as you get older. I say younger in this case, but it's time as you get older, right? And it's interesting because I'm really starting to realize, especially these days, it seems like time is just flying, right? So that's why you have to get on it. This is why to name this video your wake up call, right? And although, yeah, you can get started down the road, you're going to be thankful to start ASAP, So I know at the end of the day, there's something in your heart that you want, and it's time for you to answer that call. You see, because 95% of people remain in their current situations and they regret it later, right? And you of the 5%, that you actually want to take action to achieve your desire. And that's why I have to applaud you, especially for watching up to this point. You have the attention, the focus to lock in, and that's what it takes to have focus and attention to lock into your vision, and it reflects through how long you can sit down and listen, right? So thank you. All that really matters in life is knowing your destination and getting there. I'm telling you this right now. I've heard this from countless of successful people. Like, that's really all that matters, because life is constantly changing. You feel like you have to keep up with your friend circle. But the truth of the fact is, a lot of your friends in these groups aren't going to be your friends 10 years down the road. A lot of them, the majority of them, are going to get married. They're going to find their own purpose. They're going to do things that are for them, right? So you can't get caught up in right now. You have to get caught up in what's coming down the road. That's how you're going to bridge that gap, right? By waking up and taking the action necessary to get to your desired situation, and having that tunnel vision and not worrying about everything going on right now, because the only constant in the world is change. Everything is going to consistently change, right? So now let me ask you, do you want great health? It's 99% done. Do you want great wealth? It's 99% done. You want great relationships? You want that boyfriend? You want that girlfriend? You want that marriage, that spouse, that family? It's 99% done. You want to travel? It's 99% done. Do you want to teach people? It's 99% done. Do you want to heal other people? It's 99% done. Do you want to make music? It's 99% done. You are either allowing or blocking your desired situation once you decide to have it. So once you picture it in your mind, it's already done, because everything starts in the spiritual first before it is created. So that's why I talk so much about using your imagination and controlling your mindset, so that you understand that you can bring things into your existence a lot faster once you do this, because nobody's in your way besides you. There is a limitless supply of your desires. Don't worry about the detail of how you're going to get it. All you have to do is just get started, right? So the difference between 95% of people and 5% of people is that 95% of people, right, they stay stuck on TikTok and short form instant gratification, social media platforms. And hey, nothing is wrong with these, right? You're better off creating content on these platforms rather than consuming, because at the end of the day, you don't really get anything from consuming this stuff. But when you create it, you could be an inspiration to other people. Don't let this use you. You need to use these type of things, right? These are what can be holding you back as well. Anger, victimhood, right? Excuses. Look at this. I'll start tomorrow. Isn't this what you tell yourself every day, that you're going to start tomorrow, but you never start? You tell yourself that you're not good enough, but you are good enough. You just haven't watered the grass where you're at. You really just haven't doubled down on what you're doing. You are good enough. You can be good enough, right? And I'm telling you this. And you might be even saying, oh, they're lucky to live out their desired situation. They were born that way. They probably inherited something, right? But that doesn't matter. None of that is any of your business, right? All that matters is leveraging things to get to where you want to be. And you see things like this, like I'm pointing out here, the fast food, the bad food, and the drinks and all of these things. This is probably some of the things that's blocking you, the 1% of things that's blocking you from getting to your desired situation, right? That's why I say in my videos, you have to allow things to happen. And the way you can allow things to happen is removing the barriers, removing the obstacles, right? And replacing those barriers and obstacles with things like joy, happiness, facing your fears, right? Being grateful, gratitude. All of these things are going to take you a long way, right? Mindfulness, being in the present moment, and also understanding that this world operates through cause and effect. So you understand that your current situation is an effect, and it came from some sort of cause. In order for you to get to your desired situation, which is an effect, it's going to come from a cause of what? Happiness, facing your fears, gratitude, mindfulness, doing what you're saying you're supposed to do, living from the end, shifting your identity, right? Doing all of these things is going to create the effect of your desired situation. So you can wake up at any second of the day, at any moment. And once you do, hold it and stay consistent. because you're not going to regret it, I promise. And even if you don't get what it is that you want in your desired situation, something better is coming to take its place. This is Mekus with the Continence Club. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you on the other side. It's time to wake up. Until next time, keep going.